Let's talk about something every creator or business owner dreams of. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to auto-post to social media platforms like Facebook or Twitter using the power of n8n automation and AI. Totally unlimited once you're a member of the Zero2Launch premium community, thanks to our custom Zero2Launch API. And the best part, you can source content from anywhere, like a news API or even a simple Google Sheet. Let's get into it. We'll start with a blank n8n workflow and then head over to the newsdata.io website to sign up for an account and grab our free API key. After signing up, go to your dashboard, find the API key section and copy it. That's the key we'll use to fetch the latest news. Now, before we jump back into n8n, take a second to explore their pricing. They offer a free plan that lets you grab up to 20 news articles per day, which is more than enough for solo creators or small businesses. You can also plug in your own data source, like a spreadsheet, if you prefer. Let's keep things simple and stick with the news data free plan. Back on the dashboard, go ahead and build your custom query. Start by typing a keyword or phrase into the search box. Anything you want to explore articles about, the platform will instantly generate a query URL for you based on that input. From there, you can easily fine-tune the results by filtering for specific categories, countries, or even languages, depending on what best fits your target audience or business niche. Once that's ready, copy the generated URL and paste it in your browser to preview the JSON data. Boom, you'll see a list of the latest articles in clean JSON format. Now, let's bring that data into n8n. Drag in a schedule node. This is how we tell n8n when to run the automation. You could set it to every hour, daily, or whatever suits your content strategy. Next, add a HTTP request node and paste in the news query URL. Hit test step. And just like that, we've got a live feed of fresh articles. But we don't need all of that raw data. We only care about the first, newest article. So we'll add a set node or edit fields node to extract just the first item from the results array. Let's name this new field article, and since it holds multiple pieces of information, we'll structure it as an object. Inside that, instead of keeping the full list of articles from the query URL, we'll just grab the first result, the most recent one. Hit test step, and now we've successfully extracted the latest article from the query. Clean, simple, and ready for the next step. Now comes the magic. Let's transform this raw article into a social-ready post using AI. Most people would normally set this up with two nodes. An AI agent node connected to a chat model like OpenAI. In that setup, you'd pass your prompts, the system message and user message, into the AI agent node. Behind the scenes, that node just sends a request to OpenAI's API and returns the result. That's exactly what the Zero2Launch text generation API does too. Now, the AI agent node is great when you're building something more advanced, like an AI chatbot that needs access to tools, databases, embeddings, or memory. But in our case, we just want to send prompts and get responses. Simple, clean, and fast. So instead of stacking multiple nodes, we're going to streamline it. Just use one HTTP request node to call the API directly. And normally, this would mean setting up OpenAI credentials and managing cost. But we've already handled all of that for you. Everything's pre-packaged inside the Zero2Launch API. One call, unlimited usage. Now we're going to take that title and description from our latest article and use it as the input body for the text generation API call. The goal? Turn that raw article into a polished, engaging post, something you'd proudly publish on Facebook, Twitter, or anywhere your audience hangs out. To do this, let's first import the curl command for the text generation API from the Zero2Launch docs. Just like before, we'll grab the body template, which includes the system and user role structure. Now for the fun part, writing the prompt. In the system role, we'll guide the model. Something like, you are a professional copywriter for social media. Your job is to take raw news headlines and turn them into concise, engaging posts. Then in the user role, we'll pass in the actual article title and description from our earlier step. Just drag and drop them from the node output. That's it. This gives GPT-4 the context it needs to write something truly engaging. The model should be OpenAI. All right, let's test it. All right, make sure to fill out your XAPI key in the header before hitting that test button. That's how we authenticate the request with Zero2Launch. Awesome. Look at that, a perfectly rewritten post. It's catchy, engaging, and crafted to grab attention on social media. And the best part, you didn't write a single word yourself. The AI did the heavy lifting, transforming raw news into something ready for your audience to connect with. Now that we've crafted the text for our social media post, we want to pair it with a compelling image. Because let's face it, visuals are what stop the scroll. So here's what we're going to do. We'll use the text generation API again. But this time, not to generate a post, we'll prompt it to extract 5 relevant keywords from the post we just created. These keywords will become the input prompt for our image generation. Let's drag in a new HTTP request node. Just like before, we'll copy the curl command for the text generation API from the Zero2Launch docs. Paste it into the node's curl importer to quickly fill in the structure. Now tweak the prompt. Keep the default system role if you'd like, or update it. Then in the user message, tell the model something like, from the text below, extract 5 visually descriptive keywords suitable for image generation. Then drag in the post content from the previous node. That's your input. Make sure to drag the post content into the right spot in the user message. That's what the model will use as context. Once that's done, double check that the model is set to OpenAI. All right, everything looks good. The structure, the prompt, the model. All right, we need to set the XAPI key in the headers. Hit test step again. Perfect. We've now got a short focused list of keywords pulled directly from our article. These are tailored to the topic and perfect to use as a prompt for the image generation API. Now we've got a visual concept. Time to generate the image. Use the Zero2Launch Image API with another HTTP request node. Import the curl. Fill in the key and pass the keyword list into the prompt field. You can set the width and height here. Use the Flux model for high-quality outputs. Hit test. And there it is. A perfectly styled image for your post. Now we have both engaging text and a matching image, ready to post anywhere. Let's tidy up by renaming your nodes. Title them clearly, Get News, Summarize for Social, Extract Keywords, Generate Image, and so on. Looking at the workflow now, it's lean, powerful, and completely automated. Compared to the typical setup using an AI agent node along with a separate model node, our workflow here is much simpler. We've reduced the clutter, fewer nodes, cleaner lines, and yet it still delivers the exact same result. Everything happens in a single HTTP request node. We send the prompt, receive the response, and handle the logic all in one place. That means our workflow is not only easier to manage, but also more scalable and tidy, especially as we continue to add more features or expand automation later on. Now that we've generated both a compelling post and a beautiful image, It's time for the final step, actually publishing that content to Facebook. Let's make a smooth transition into setting up your Facebook credentials so you can start auto-posting directly to your page using n8n. First, head over to the Facebook developer website. If you haven't signed up as a developer yet, don't worry, just register using your regular Facebook account. Once you're in, click on My Apps, and you'll see a dashboard of any existing apps you've created. Let's go ahead and create a new app specifically for this automation. Enter your app's name and your contact email address. Choose Other as the use case, and when it asks for the app type, go with Business. Then hit Create App. After that's done, we'll land in the app dashboard. Here, under Settings Basic, we'll fill out a few details. The one field you'll need to pay attention to right now is the privacy policy URL. To get this, we'll use a free service. Just search for Free Privacy Policy Generator. Select App as the platform, continue through the steps, and fill in basic details like the app name. Let's say n8n. Complete the remaining fields with your app details and click Next to continue. To keep things simple, just select Email when you're asked about the type of personal information your app collects from users. Enter your email address and click Next to proceed. We choose this option to generate a free privacy policy without any cost. Enter your email address and hit Generate. Boom! You've got a working privacy policy link. Copy that and paste it into the Facebook app settings. Now scroll down and choose a category. We'll go with Business and Pages. Save your changes and then flip the switch to make your app live. Next up, go to Tools and select Graph API Explorer. Here's where the real connection happens. In the top drop-down, choose the app we just created. Then, under User or Page, select the Facebook page you want to use, for example, my Zero2Launch page. Next, select the Facebook page you want to set up its access token, then start assigning permissions to your app. Specifically, choose Pages Manage Metadata and Pages Manage Posts. That's because we need this access token to grant permission for managing the page and publishing posts on it. Then hit Generate Access Token. Once you're done, Facebook will give you a token. But hold up, we want this token to last. So head over to the Access Token Debugger, paste it in, and hit Debug. You'll see that by default, it's short-lived, usually about an hour. We're not about that life, so scroll down and click Extend Access Token. This will give you a long-lived token, usually valid for 2 months. Confirm by debugging the new token again. Great, now we're ready to use this in production. Let's head back to our n8n workflow. After our text and image generation is complete, it's time to upload the post. Drag in a Facebook Graph API node and place it right after your image generation step. Then let's create a new credential. Paste in your access token, save the credentials, and give them a name like Zero2Launch Page Access. Also rename the Facebook node, give it a clear, descriptive name so your workflow stays organized and easy to follow. Now let's configure this node to actually publish content. Set the HTTP method to post and select the latest Graph API version, whichever is currently recommended. Next, under the Facebook Graph API node settings, set the node field to Me. This tells Facebook you're interacting with the page or user connected to the access token. In our case, the page we authenticated earlier. Then, for the edge, type Photos. This specifies that we want to post a photo to the page's timeline. Facebook calls these endpoints edges in their Graph API. And Photos is the one we need to upload an image. Now let's enable the Send Binary Data option. This is key, because the image we generated earlier is returned as a binary file. By default, the file is named Data, so in the binary property field, we'll just type data to match. Alright, everything's ready. Let's hit Execute Previous Nodes to rerun the full workflow. This will fetch a fresh article, rewrite it as a social post, generate a relevant image. Now that the image part is done, we need to pass along the article post text that our LLM crafted earlier. This is what will show up as the caption for the image on your Facebook page. To do that, scroll down and add a query parameter named message, then simply drag the formatted post text from the earlier node, the output of the text generation API, into the value field. This way, when the image is posted, it'll appear with a clean, engaging caption written by AI, tailored from the latest article. Now, we're ready to test the full post to Facebook flow in action. Hit test step, and boom, we got an ID and post_ID in the response. That means the post was successfully published to your Facebook page timeline. Let's hop over to the page and take a look. Awesome. Our AI-generated article, complete with a custom image and catchy caption, is now live for your audience to see. Now, to keep this automation running 24/7 and auto-posting based on the schedule we set earlier, all we have to do is toggle the workflow to active. That's it. From here on out, your social feed runs on autopilot. And just like that, you've built a fully automated system that fetches trending news, rewrites it with AI, generates a custom image, and posts it straight to your Facebook page. Totally hands-free. This is the power of no-code automation with n8n and the flexibility of Zero2Launch APIs. If you enjoyed this tutorial and want to go even deeper with AI workflows, come join us in the Zero2Launch community on School. Links in the description. I'll see you inside.